How's it going, guys? So today's video, I'm going to be upgrading and replacing the spark plug wires, the distributor and rotor, and the coil pack on this 1999 Dodge Dakota RT with a 5.9 liter Magnum. So it's something that I've been wanting to do since we purchased this truck. The wires on it are a mismatch of old MSD wires and just generic wires that somebody threw on there. And it kind of still has a misfire. So we did try changing the cap and rotor. It didn't clean it up. So I'm hoping that once we put all new wires on there that it will be finally resolved. We do have brand new spark plugs in there, so that's taken care of. It's got a new cap and rotor on it. So we're kind of pointing to the wires at this point. If not, it might be something in the tuning where we might have to adjust it, the fuel sync. But let's go ahead and just do the basics. We'll get into that today, show you guys exactly what we're doing and how to get it done. All right, so here's what we have, and these are 8mm wires. These I bought, I'll link it in the description below. It was a really good price, so it came with really good high-end components. You can see it's got all the nice contacts on there, the brass ones, and also a plug-and-play coil pack too. So it's supposed to be, I don't know, this company claims, and like I said, we paid for all this stuff with our own money, but it claims that it improves horsepower and miles per gallon, fuel economy, all that stuff. So we'll see if that's true. Right now, we just want to get rid of the misfire on this truck. Let me show you guys what's under the hood and what mismatch wires we currently have. All right, so here's under the hood of our truck. You can see that the coil pack has definitely seen better days. It looks pretty aged. Over here, you can see that we have a mismatch of red MSD wires as well as a smaller diameter just no name wire as well. So we're gonna get all that junk out of there, start fresh. So let's remove the intake and so we can get to the back where the distributor is. So the intake is now out of the way, and if you guys were just gonna be replacing the wires, this is the situation where you could replace them one by one so that you wouldn't have to figure out your firing order on your distributor, which is in the back right there. So you could do it that way if you wanted to, but since we're gonna be replacing the cap and rotor, we're just gonna yank everything off, and then I'll show you guys what the firing order is of this engine so you guys can put the wire back where it needs to go after when you guys replace the distributor cap. So I'm gonna yank everything out and then I'll show you what to do. All right, so both of our wires are removed from both sides. Don't mind my ripped glove. And that is where your distributor is. So you're gonna see two Phillips screws on the top of it on each side. So there should be one here and one over here. And you'll remove those Phillips screws, you can remove the whole thing. Probably you would remove all your wires, but I'm just gonna leave them on just for fun. So remove both Phillips screws, the cap will come off and we can slide it out of there. All right, so there is our distributor cap with our wires, and like I was mentioning, we have mismatch of wires. I got a 7mm wire from whatever brand this is, and then we have all these MSD ones, so something's going on. I'm not sure how old they are either. Other than that, when you look back here now, you'll see the rotor right there. So you literally just grab it and pull it up, and it'll pop off like that. So not much to that. That comes off like that, and you can remove it to install your new one. Next we'll be removing our old coil pack. It's held on by two Phillips screws. It's kind of the bigger fat head Phillips screw. I sprayed them with a little bit of PB Blaster just because I didn't want to have any issues. So you might want to do the same. So let's get that coil off there. It's only two screws. Okay, so the old coil pack is removed from the truck. You can kind of see here it's splitting as well. And I'm not an expert to say if that means anything, but I would think that you'd want this to be as tightly wound as possible because we got it splitting at both ends. Anyways, it looks old and the new one is a direct replacement. Definitely want to make sure that your plug is the same, so you can see our plug there and our plug there are identical. So we can go ahead and bolt this one back in and get it ready for the new setup. So new coil pack is installed. We can go ahead and put on our rotor on the back. So you're gonna see an index in here. There's gonna be a little tab that you'll see there. So it'll have to line up. So you wanna line that up as well on the actual shaft back there. And there's really only one way it can go. If you guys can see there, it's only gonna slide on one way because it has that index. So you'll slide that in, push it to the bottom, and that's it. Our rotor is on. Now we can put on the distributor cap. So just before we put on our distributor cap, you're gonna notice on your cap, it's gonna have a number 1 right there. So when you put this on, see this screw here? Make sure the number 1 and this screw that is also here is on the passenger side of the vehicle. So you're gonna wanna place it like that. So again, this number 1 is gonna be closest to the screw on the passenger side. So you're gonna be putting it on like this when you put it down, and that's gonna matter when we start doing our spark plug wires for our firing order. So just make sure the number 1 is towards the passenger side next to the screw when you screw everything down. So here we are. You can use a little stubby screwdriver like that. Again, you're gonna wanna make sure the number 1 is over here in relation to your 2 screws. So make sure your number 1 isn't over here. You want it to be over here by the passenger side. So we'll go ahead, seat our cap, and we'll screw this in. So next up, we have to put on our new wires, but we have to put them on in a specific manner so that they are all going to the correct cylinder. So this is what's called your firing order. I'll post this also up on the screen too. So this is the firing order of this vehicle. So from clockwise, from the number 1 that I showed you on your cap, it's gonna go 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. So that's going to go clockwise like you see there on your rotor, and you're gonna have to dress the wires in accordingly. So also you'll see that there. So your cylinders, that's the front of your vehicle. So if the front of your vehicle is here, it's gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7. And you're gonna have to dress them in, again, starting from 1, and then your firing order is 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2, working your way clockwise from the number 1 around. So whatever wiring kit you're gonna use, they're gonna come in different lengths. So you're gonna want to plan out how you're gonna do it. So in this particular kit, we have 3 long ones, 2 medium-sized ones, and 3 short ones. So for a total of 8. So 3, 5, 8. And then obviously we still have the wire for the coil pack. So that's gonna go to the center of our distributor and to our coil pack. So that one's pretty straightforward, but we're gonna have to plan out. So we'll go over there and we'll use each wire. If it's a long going from the distributor all the way to the front of the engine, for example, it's probably gonna be one of these longer ones. If it's a shorter run, we'll use a shorter one and we'll get it done. So all of our wires are now dressed in and out of harm's way. So everything's dressed in. We can go ahead and put our intake back on and we can go ahead and try this thing out. So only thing left to do now is give it a start and make sure it's not misfiring or anything like that. Sounds good. And one more thing that did just show up. These are off Amazon, but they're kind of like these heat boots that go over top and they protect your wires from being melted by the headers. So I'm gonna go ahead and just slip these on and install them. They're not that big of a deal. The big end goes over the top. Smaller end goes over where your spark plug goes and it just protects everything. So these were pretty cheap. I'll link these in the description as well. And there we go, we've got all those boots in place. So we got them on both sides on there and in here. So we have all of our insulation boots all in there nicely. So that'll just add that finishing touch that we need so that we don't burn any of our new wires. All right guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful or informative. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. Also, consider subscribing. We got a lot of Dakota, Ram, Mopar, all sorts of different vehicle content on this channel. We supercharge things, turbocharge things. So a lot of that stuff to be expected as well. Also hit that join button down below. It'll take you to a subscription page where you guys can join Team Boosted Motorsports. There's a bunch of perks, but check it out. It'll list them all there below. As always, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.